Hi, I'm Dave from Boyinaband. Today I'll be having a conversation with my home slice Dan Bull.
Dan Bull?
He's my friend. There's a campaign called Time to Change, which is raising awareness for mental health issues. So we're going to centre our conversation around that and discuss some of our own insecurities.
Let's go! Conversation! Oh, sample that for later. I don't like performing on stage because I get extremely nervous. I'm quite jealous of you because you look like you have a lot of fun on stage.
I do.
And when I get on stage, I just feel sick and nauseous when I feel
Why?
like
What makes you feel sick about it?
Probably the fear of messing up and knowing that a whole room full of people are staring at me, expecting me to be their sole source of entertainment. I felt better in a band because I had people backing me up, and if I messed up, they would carry on. And I could just join back in, whereas when you're on your own...
Just have a backing track with all the words on it.
Yeah, do you reckon that's how manufactured pop music came about, because everyone was really shy?
Were you terrified on your first show?
I remember the first time I ever performed music on my own live was when I used to have piano lessons. The guy doing the piano lessons arranged a concert for all his students to perform. During my performance, the electric piano stopped working. So I was just sat there performing my thing, and then it just stopped working, and everyone in the room was staring at me, and I was pressing and nothing happened. And I just had to turn around to my teacher and go, "The keys aren't working." That was
your
my introduction to live performance, and it was miserable. So maybe that had a big
effect on you.
What about you, Dave?
Oh, what about me, Dan?
You're obviously very confident on stage and stuff. Are there areas in life where you feel less confident?
I'm rarely happy.
No, is that true? Are you rarely happy?
Unless I'm maintaining a kind of exponential level of success, I'm very rarely happy. Eventually it gets to the point where I'm so angry at myself for not being successful that it kind of forces me to be motivated, which I don't know if it's very healthy, but that's how I am.
Seems to be working for you though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's getting... That's the lesson.
I think you've got an eyelash on your glasses.
On my glasses?
It's either an eyelash or a crack.
Oh, I have got an eyelash. Thank you.
Is that mentally healthy or unhealthy for you, your attitude?
Well, it's mentally deviant. That sounds really evil, doesn't it? But it deviates from the norm.
What if you feel like you're working really hard and you're not confident in the...
And I'm hugely sad. Really? I wouldn't say depressed or anything, because I know depression is an entirely different thing. I lived with someone else that had depression for about a year and a bit. And like severe depression where they were unable to get out of bed. You're that person's only connection to the outside world, so if you aren't there for them, you feel guilty. And whenever I come up with that kind of thing, you know, stop probably put on that smiley face.
Yeah, I did notice that actually. Yeah. Whenever you discuss something that's close to the bone, you put a big grin on your face. Maybe that's one of your coping strategies.
I think it is, and it works. It's preparing for the fact that they might not care about it, and if they make a joke about it, I've already started that.
How do you feel in the fact that you're chatting to a mate about it?
I feel alright actually, I quite enjoy this.
I want to be hugging a cushion at some point in this video.
See, there's nothing wrong with being comfortable enough with your mate to have a chat sometimes. It's surprisingly refreshing to talk that openly and directly with a friend. I'd recommend it. And as a part of the Time to Change campaign, there's an e-card with a gif of our faces on it that you can send to your friends to suggest such a conversation. Our faces can smooth out any social unconventionality. Link in the description for that. Cheers for watching and have a nice day.
Fancy a game of FIFA now?
Oh! Okay, I guess say it again.
Fancy a game of FIFA now?
Oh! Do I ever!